Everyone's screaming that gold is bullish, but I'm watching this one zone that can flip the entire market. If or once price breaks this, we are potentially seeing 700 pip move. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact levels that I'm currently watching on gold, where I'll buy, where I'll sell, and what exactly I'm waiting for to confirm that big move. This is how I plan my trades before the market decides. All right, so let's hop into the charts. So I'm going to pretty much get started how I normally do with the daily time frame. So I'm here in the daily time frame at the moment, and I'm currently seeing price finally rejecting off of this level all the way up here around 43.67. All-time highs, if you really want to zoom in, all-time highs was 43.83. All right, so to me, this is now starting to become a bearish structure. The biggest indicator was right here. This used to be an area of support. Mind you, every one of these candles represents a day. So this area right here used to be an area of support. Let's draw a little line right here, little trend line. Boom, I'm gonna change the color real quick. Okay, I like my charts, pretty neat. So this is the biggest thing that I was waiting for. I was waiting for a price to come down and close underneath this level, which was 39.84, pretty much underneath 4,000. If we go down to the 4-hour time frame, the biggest thing that I was mainly looking for was a closure underneath here for the 4-hour time frame. This is where this is where we had the most amount of support in this area. So now we're seeing price finally come underneath the zone and then going back up to retest around this level of 40.32. I'm going to draw another one here. Boom. Okay. So if we're finally seeing that price today close underneath that level once again, we have to pay attention to where would be the next area where price is going to retest. To me, I see this area of resistance. Mind you, this is also on the 4-hour time frame still. I'm going to go for the body right here. If you guys can clearly see, the top of this area over here, the top of this area over here happened to be also the same area where price today decided to come in and retest. Okay, that is not coincidental. So if we start to see that price finally came down, breaking below this level of 39.66, the next zone where price is going to try to come down to grab some of the liquidity, I'm going to change this and make this orange, it's down here, retesting again to 38.87. This right here, if you guys don't know how gold moves, but this is about 420 pips. That's the first thing that I'm looking for tonight. Okay, right now it is Wednesday, October 29th here in the US, and Asia is going to open in the next hour. Right now it's 5:17. I don't know if you guys can see that, but Asia opens for us around 6:15 or so p.m. And that's the main thing I'm looking for my first trade. My second trade idea, which is the biggest one, is to see price come all the way down here to retest this area at 37.85. So I'm going to put this level right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So this is the biggest move that I'm currently looking at. If I see price trading down here, let's say, let's get my path tool. If I see price trading down here and officially closing down here, I want to wait to see price come back and retest this zone. The area that I'm looking for is 38.94, 38.95 to retest and then take all of this move all the way down here. That is a total of about 1,000 pips. I'm not looking to take the full entry. I'm aiming for 500 to 700 pips on this move. It may seem ambitious, but if you can pay attention to how much gold has been moving almost every single day for the past pretty much week, it's been nuts. Let's say yesterday, you can see that it moved about 1,200 pips. The day before, it moved 1,300 pips. The day before that one, it moved 1,300 pips. Again, it's like it's just been moving like crazy. So these kinds of move, they're more doable now because of the way the market's been moving. So that being said, if price comes back up here to retest around 39.53, 39.54, then I'll most likely take a trade down to grab some of this liquidity, which is about almost 700 pips. Once price decides to come down, passing and again closing underneath 38.93, 38.88, then I will wait for a retest. Then I will look into taking some sells all the way from up here to down here. Again, I don't necessarily need the full move, but this right here feels like a good enough range to be able to take these trades. Now, I'm not someone that swings trades or holds the trades for too long. My biggest thing is once I understand what's my idea, I just go into the 15-minute time frame and I will look for an indication. So this is the lowest part of this trend. This is the lowest area right here, this little candle. So what I do is draw my little rectangle around here. I'm going to change it to red so I know I'm looking for sells, not for buys. Boom. Once this area gets crossed, now I know I can be risking around, let's see, 190 pips, more or less. To some people, that might be a lot, but if you have a small lot size, it's not that crazy. If you don't want to risk that much and you want to play it even safer, just hop into the 5-minute time frame. Look for that size of the candle, whatever candle that is. Let's see. Go for the lowest one. Boom. Now you're only risking about 100 pips. All right. That 100 pips is only like a 5-minute candle. So you should be able to understand how gold has been trading now, and you need to adapt. You should definitely adapt your lot sizes, adapt to what the market is showing you at the moment. Back then, trading gold, it would only move 20, 30 pips, with 20, 30 pips for a 5-minute candle. Now, a regular 5-minute candle is about 100 pips. So be very, very, very careful. But that's the biggest thing that I'm looking at. Like I said, I'm waiting for price to come down here, close somewhere underneath here, and then retest. After it retests, then I will look for price rejecting around this area. If price comes up to pretty much to say ignore this rejection, then I'm going to hold off and look for a buy with a different idea. But for now, this is the main thing that I'm looking for. So if you trade gold, stay locked in, because this is the kind of setup that can pay for your entire week. Do your own homework, do your own due diligence. This is just my idea. These are my trades, not financial advice, obviously. But that's pretty much it for this idea. I'll see you on the next trade.